What does it say about a team's defense when you guys can struggle like you did on offense tonight and still walk away with your 5th straight victory?
Honestly, I feel like we got kind of lucky. Our rebound was really, really bad. It felt like they were just getting in the paint too. I mean, at times it felt good, but at times it felt like they were just attacking. We kept fouling. They had shot a lot of free throws. So I think like we definitely need to come out and be better for a game on whatever, Saturday.
It was the lowest point total, I think, by an opponent this year, and I think the shooting was 2nd worst, so you had to be doing something right there.
They were missing a lot of shots. I mean, we try to make it obviously like as hard as we can on defense, but they missed a lot of shots as well. So, like I said, I think we just need to be better. I think it's definitely a learning experience. I'm sure we will be watching a lot of film for the next time we play them. Looking forward to that. But yeah, I mean, we just got to be better. Rebounding has been an emphasis for us the entire year, and it just feels like they got way too many drives. We knew that we needed to pack the paint. We knew that they had drivers, and they were really attacking us. So we got to be better in our show help.
You ended up with some good numbers, and I think you were really good in spots, but the shots just haven't been found for you lately. I mean, obviously you're not going to keep taking them, but do you feel like you're out of rhythm, or do you feel like it's just a stretch here where the shots aren't going?
I don't feel out of rhythm. That's why it's actually more frustrating. But, you know, it's a lot of averages. I was in the gym yesterday. I'm going to continue to get in the gym, get reps up. I know they'll start falling. I know I've put in the work. It's really frustrating, but just keep working at it and try to affect the game in different ways besides scoring.
And finally for me, just talk about the bench that you know, particularly Dorka tonight in the way you played.
Yeah, Dorka was great. I think our post players worked really hard tonight. She was, you know, we had a big job tonight, and I think Dorka did really well. Rebounding, just getting second chance opportunities for us as well. She really hustled her butt off, so I think our bench was really great, and especially Dorka.
Yeah, Dorka, could you talk just a bit about that second unit? You guys came in and gave quite a bit of energy in a couple of key periods, particularly late first quarter and then early second quarter when you guys were on that run. What do you feel like your role is with that group, and how do you think you fulfilled that tonight?
Yeah, I think, you know, just every time, you know, the starting 5 starts the game, we just huddle up, and we know that we have to bring that energy, and that's our job, that's our role. I think everybody embraced it in the second unit. We just know, like, you know, being patient, waiting for our turn, and we always emphasize just bringing energy, you know, especially like if the starters, you know, get a little bit tired, just help them out of the way, and we take responsibility in that. But that's every single game, obviously. So, you know, it's just an emphasis. Like, we have to be the ones that trying to lift up the team a little bit when we get in the game.
Fee, you had a really difficult defensive assignment tonight with Tina. When you're facing somebody that you're giving away height and length and pounds and everything else, I mean, what's your mindset when you're trying to defend someone like that?
Just try to get her out of position a little bit, try to push her out, be a nuisance when she has the ball, like a lot of ball pressure. I try to tap the ball a lot when she had it, and then just not foul, like when she gets into her spot. So make it as hard as I can for her to catch it, and then when she does, just try to make it a tough shot without fouling as much as I can.
Dorka, last year you started quite a bit for this team, and this year your role's kind of changed to more of a bench role. Despite that, you've still been putting up pretty excellent numbers this year. I wonder if you could just speak on what that role change has been like and how you're able to still maintain that consistency.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I feel like, you know, last year was a pretty special year. We knew, like, as rookies with Diamond, we were lucky to get that opportunity to kind of be thrown into deep water. So obviously that was a great experience for me year one. And, you know, I definitely embraced the role of, you know, coming off the bench. It's the same mentality as it was last year. However I can help the team, I'm going to do that. And just, you know, staying aggressive. I think in the off season I worked a lot just on offense, just being more aggressive, just kind of working on my game a little bit. So definitely want to be that player that, as I said, coming off the bench and help bring the energy and just, impact the game however I can. So I definitely take pride in that and, just help the starters out. I mean, we have a great group. Our starters are all amazing. They've been playing awesome. So it's been fun. It's been fun. And, coming off the bench is the same responsibility. Just try to help to win,
For sure. I also wanted to ask you, it seems like three-point shooting, the willingness and the effectiveness, is that something you really worked on in the off-season, is kind of extending that range, or is that something that just wasn't asked of you as much in the past?
I think it's a little bit of both. Definitely worked a lot on just kind of the shooting form, the consistency, and how the ball leaves my hand in the off season, but also just confidence. Just putting a lot of extra work overseas. Not necessarily in the games, but also like just working with a trainer, working on that. But it's definitely confidence too, and I feel the trust. I'm gonna keep working on it, and hopefully that can help the team even better, just to space out the floor a little bit more.
For either player, speaking of threes, BC with a couple of big ones late. She's really seemed to have found her range the last few games, even though she didn't play Monday. But have you seen anything different from her, or is it just a matter of shots are falling now?
It's the shooting sleeve.
Yeah.
She can't take it off ever now.
Has to be. Yes.
I mean, BC's just always been so consistent for us, and she puts in the work. Like, she's in the gym shooting every single day. So it's really great to see like that all that work is paying off, and it's really critical for our team too. She spreads the floor so much, and then we rely on her on both ends of the floor. So she's been like really so solid for us this year. So it's really fun to see her hitting these shots, because she's like, I think she's made the difference in the game for us a couple of times with her spreading the floor.
I want to ask you, what is the key? I mean, you're obviously a veteran, you've been through it, but the key to not letting a tough shooting night get in the way of other things that you're doing. I mean, tonight you had, I think, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, a block. You're, like you were talking, guarding Charles. Is it hard to do that? Is it hard to continue to shrug off a tough shooting night and do other things?
I think it makes me want to do other things even more, because, I want to help the team as much as I can in any way. I know, like, I have a heavy, responsibility on my shoulders, and if I'm not performing in one area, then I need to step it up even more in other areas. So I really try to, like I said, impact the game as much as I can. It's frustrating when I'm missing shots, and, obviously I hope that changes in the future. I want to impact the game that way too. But defense is also just as valuable. So if I'm not scoring down there, I got to make sure my man's not scoring on me on the other end, and help my teammates that way. So I think it makes me, want to hungrier on defense even, because I want to make up for what I'm not doing on offense.
Any final questions? Thank you both.
Thanks.
Thank you.